666 and 11837 incident 6801 Hollywood. One officer holding battery. Incident 3174 and already 645. Long ETAs from both units.
The gun.
17X54, roger. And between 107 and 108. From Avalon all the way to McKinley.
Just 45 requesting units to canvass the area. Christian East-West Alley from 107 to 108, all the way to Avalon and McKinley.
18834 will handle.
1834, roger.
You have them canvass from 733 East 108 Street property all the way down to McKinley.
1834, canvass area.
6 officers going that way right now. Make sure everyone shut down their cold door response, please. We have nothing to right now.
Sufficient units responding closely downgrade your response. 1834, check the area between 733 East 108 all the way to McKinley. 346.
76, identify.
Century Ambulance DD 506.
Hi guys.
The 2 and 7.
Want me to switch to southeast? Less than the end of this event?
Show code 4 for now. It's going to be mutual combat only.
Well, most of the backyard is a ton of crap in the back. It's kind of hard to stay back there.
Take as a possible transient male, white, 6 feet, gray, long hair in a ponytail, wearing a gray woman's athletic dress, armed with a gun in the men's bathroom. Suspect is currently in the stall, has the gun under his arm in a possible holster, has not threatened anyone. Code 2, incident 3740, RD 1415.
In the East-West Alley, north of 108 Simplex. This is in the East-West Alley, switch to Simplex.
Hi kids. Relaxing for a second.
1806, I'm closest on the backup.
1806, roger.
17 closest in the backup.
Oh, I just put my face right in the car.
1801, 1817, roger. We also Jones, closest in the backup, please. $3283, roger.
Anyone showing code 6 on the back?
1801, roger.
Hi Neely's, welcome. I'm on vacation. Just taking a little break from life.
ET will be clear. What's your call sign? 18 George 45. Yeah,
Finishing his ambulance shooting, Gage of Vermont, man on the ground, suspect shot from unknown vehicles. 5740, 1245, stand by for dispatch.
Sitting, watching the hotel. Yeah, this is not LA. This is
the Red Bull, you get fuzzy eyes. I'd feel better.
This is very, very, very south Riverside County, near a town called Temecula.
18844, roger.
Road 45, can you have a response? 18 from the back.
183, roger. 18 George 45,
Guess
verify
who's
the
coming
location
to
for yourself.
dinner?
738 East 108 Street.
77 student damage shooting just occurred. Gage in Vermont. One person down at the location by the bus stop. Suspect vehicle was a gray or green Honda Latino Vermont. So 3 incident 3758 already told 45.
18 George 45, stand by. 738 East 108th Street.
Well,
City Topic unit 453 with a knife, 925 East 88th Street. In the back alley, suspect transient, male Hispanic,
just
black
listening
hooded,
to,
black pants, no shoes or socks, has a large kitchen knife.
Southeast Division.
5756 or 1804.
18x48, contact us.
18x48, roger. Your code time 40 equipped.
40, roger. 5 more around.
Roger. Southeast Supervisor, West Mile, 18x48 for an edge weapon, 925 East 88th Street. Identify.
1806
not sure I'm allowed to do this here, but I
1806,
don't
roger.
really care.
Still traffic in Southeast, information on our reckless driver last seen. Still found at 107th Street. Suspect vehicle is a gray Chevrolet minivan. License plate 9 boy Sam Roberts 709 9 boy Sam Roberts 709 3692 Nardi 1823.
Which country are you from?
Show me code 6 on the back. 18G52, roger.
There's some flags.
1863, roger.
Flags with no wind. France, bruh. I've heard of France. Never heard of France, bruh. Okay. Quiz time.
18 George 45, 20 minutes.
Quiz time. We have no wind.
1883, cancel incident 3609, cancel by PR.
See if that's too high. Yeah, Owl's a good dude. It's nice to have met one of our admins in person. Alright. Oh yeah, that worked great. That was a spectacular zoom. Okay. When I think France, what do you think of? Well, I mean, I'm a geography buff, so I think of the country in Europe, just south of the English Channel, just west of Germany, southwest of Belgium, bordered by, what do you got, Spain on the southeast, the Mediterranean on the south. I've been to Paris, and that's what I think of France. Okay, quiz time. It's hard because there's no wind to actually see them, but what are those three flags? Was I wrong in my geography? I know I missed like Switzerland probably borders the southeast. You got Monaco down south. Neely's, you are spot on. The left flag is the American flag. The middle flag is the state of California flag, and the right flag would be very, very, very difficult to guess, especially without wind and being able to look it up. So, how did I do on my France quiz?
Shells go 6 on backup.
It's my university. I'm in a strange place, Neely.
Any Southeast Unit, 44 suspect just left 8600 Avalon Boulevard at WSS. The suspect, female, black, green sweater, black pants. Suspect vehicle, silver Nissan Altima, lasting southbound on Avalon.
I'm gonna give you lots of hints and clues. Oh, look, it's waving. It's like it's a yellow border with purple in the middle. You'll still never probably guess it. Well, Lady Di, we don't want to ruin it for him, but no, it's not the Temecula flag, but it's close. But Neely, before I answer your question, I want to know how I did on France. Did I get the borders right at least? Okay, good. So just to prove not all Americans are ignorant about geography, that's one of my favorite subjects, and yeah, like I visited France for 4 or 5 days. I was in London on business. I took the train, the Channel. I stayed in Paris in just a little mom and pop hotel. It was great. I was there by myself. I wandered around. I looked at all the tourist stuff, and I had a lot of fun. Okay, so here's an interesting thing. We're technically in the county of Riverside in the city of Temecula, but within the borders of that, hundreds of years ago, the Americans, this was not their land. We came and we took it from a lot of people. So as to make reparations, we gave some of it back. And we gave back little pieces that were pretty much thought worthless at the time. But I'll tell you this, the flag on the right contradicts the flag on the left. So, in other words, that flag on the right does not represent America at all.
Harbor units 5859, 5859, possible battery in progress. Harbor between 1st and 2nd Street. Harbor between 1st and 2nd. Suspects male
You're
Hispanic
trying to quiz Neely. Okay. We're actually in a sovereign nation right now.
Black pants,
it's like a
chasing a
separate
female
country
white 5'10", blonde hair, thin build. Code 3 incident 3799
States. There are some federal laws that apply, but for the most part, this is an Indian reservation. It is, as they say, a sovereign nation. It's its own tribe, its own government, its own police. And so I'm at a casino resort on an Indian reservation called Pachanga. And I think it's the Pachanga Indian tribe. So
18 out of 44, we're not going to be able to handle. We're code 6 on the back road.
Lady dying, Sammy, you guys ruined it.
6 on the back road.
Yeah, the kids are watching a trial, which I didn't get into at all. I don't even know what the case is.
Code 6 on the back road. 1885, Roger.
Yeah, the Lady Di, Sammy Jane, all those, they really got into this case.
41, Roger.
Maybe you put the name of the case up and he or she can go check it out. He, she, it, rabbit, microchip, whatever your pronoun is. Yes, it is still February 7th. We are 8 hours ahead of GMT. I think that's the same as France. I do not recall. You're either going to be GMT or you're going to be like -1. 2 a.m. so 7-2, so okay, yes, you're, oh, I'm sorry, I got it backwards. So you're +1 and we're -8. It's 5:15 p.m. And yes, it was just Paris. I was on business in London before I started being a captain. I'm a boat captain, also a live streamer, a police radio guy. And back in the day when I had a real job, I was in London for a week, decided to take an extra week of holiday. And just that was the easiest thing to do, was hop the train and go to Paris. And it's such a huge country, and there's so many parts that people have no idea about. Like my sister lived down in Aix-en-Provence. She did an exchange thing down there. I mean, there's just so much to France. It's huge. I mean, it's a very, very big country. And I realized I saw a teeny little piece. It's like going to the United States and checking out Los Angeles. But not at that scale. LA actually gets really busy right about this time. Yeah, I know. I don't speak the language. I took French 2 years in high school, which was a mistake since I lived in Arizona where everyone spoke Spanish. And by the time I ended up in France 25 years later, I couldn't. Everything was just too fast. I could pick up words here and there, but it was just too fast.
You have 18X48 landline. You have the number when you're ready.
1860, go ahead.
So right now we are listening to one frequency, Southeast Division.
1860, roger. 18X48, 18X48. Can you repeat the last four of them?
And for some reason, Tuesday nights seem to be one of the busier nights, especially with pursuits and shootings.
Roger.
So let me go ahead and I'm going to switch it back, and I'll scan all of LA.
Uncooperative with further disconnected.
Three suspect 444 North Hoover. Code 2 incident 3806 and 3204. Battery just occurred. Valencian 6. Code 2 incident 3808 and 3257. 415 5 West Lincoln 3rd. Code 2 incident 3819 3236. Landlord tenant dispute 504 South Valley Bray. Incident 3390 3247. Incident 3608.
Let me take off the
3070 Roger 316. You can open up traffic on Western.
So this is all your 21, 22 divisions, precincts, whatever you want to call them, and they are
19 minutes and 9X66, 9X66. Cancel your unknown trouble number.
We've got
6062 Van Nuys Boulevard. Canceled by PR. Incident 3772.
Bureau
Go ahead with the
traffic.
818.
The whole city's divided into 4 different sections, bureaus. Each one has a traffic.
17X66,
Then there's
17X66.
a channel called Hot Shots, which is only high priority calls that mainly for the helicopters to listen to. Yes, there's a couple others mixed in there. So, I don't know where you live, but
jail. Have
we're
the number
talking,
whenever
it'll be pretty much non-stop chatter.
Roger.
Have the RFC site tape.
Alameda.
So I'm gonna have one more smoke and I'm gonna go back inside.
It's a 5 down. Is it canceling 11A1 identified? 1476 10. Roger. Delatory.
Control. We're going to need an additional unit for a building search.
What's your blue pins? Code shows says 3330 1526. Casino Riverside.
North of Sunset, male black, blue hooded sweatshirt, orange shirt, tempered with a license plate to a black Nissan Altima and a white vehicle parked in front of it. Code 2 incident 3835 or D1162.
After these,
11X19 requesting an additional unit for a building search. 6260 West Sunset Boulevard in Hollywood.
Turn it a little bit to the right. Keep myself off the camera.
825 Roger.
Vicinity 4 George 9, correction, 4 George 2, requesting backup air unit supervisor for a 415 man with a gun. Suspect already in custody.
George 9, no trouble.
From Salvatore or Spence.
4 George 2, repeat.
4 George 2, units can come east or west Montgomery from Spence.
I don't know
or
if you guys
Salvatore
want to
will
do
be
a
on the
vote.
south side of the street just adjacent to our shoppers.
On the
Units
busiest
responding to the
and
backup, respond to east or west from Spence.
most dangerous
4 George 2 will be on the
divisions.
south side of the location.
Gunshots fired in the area of 62nd Place, east of Vermont Avenue.
024 Hazen Walk Avenue, Coachman 3805, RD 1457. Then release the suspect there now, Lincoln and Dunja. Coachman 7351, RD 1443. Bound to 10 approaching Polk.
38, Roger.
Is going to be South Bureau.
4 George 20, Roger.
Would be one of your 4 different areas. Again, we're broken up into bureaus. Valley Bureau, West Bureau, South Bureau, and then Central
George,
Bureau.
Roger.
South Bureau is Harbor, Southeast, Southwest, Newton 77.
Additional unit request. 11X19 is already code 6. 11A1 was responding for the additional unit.
That's probably your most, that's like South Central, that's going to be
50 minutes ago, suspect
your busiest in general. Central's pretty bad, you got Northeast, Rampart, Hollywood, Olympic Division.
Incident 3848 or 736.
West Division is like Pacific, Wilshire, West LA.
17X54, 17060.
Maybe Southwest is in West. We're gonna be. I'm missing one there. Hollywood.
71 standby.
But it all gets hot. And Valley are the 6 or 7 divisions in the Valley.
Maximum.
But I mean, one of our users has a son who works Southeast Division. I would have to say, just on the area, that's really bad. Southeast is bad. 77th and Newton are also really bad.
Vehicles a gray Mercedes 320. Suspect drivers
Southwest has some shitty areas.
Blue jeans.
And there's some nice areas in Southwest too.
Took the car
Up
keys from the
against like
suspect. Go to
Baldwin Hills.
3855 and RD 236.
Second place in Vermont in the apartment building.
766, go ahead with the number.
818.
Well, I mean, I've heard
832-1926.
I think the worst call I ever heard, the craziest call I ever heard was Southwest.
For fleeing with the U.S. currency. Code 2 and
It's out there if you want to go look for it. What's my favorite division?
19531
Well, I live near the border of West LA and Wilshire Division, so I know those the best, like the streets.
26L74, 15 to 20 for Keystone. Then a fresh right at Hubbard, this is 10.
Hollywood and Central Division are kind of the most fun on the weekends because you get a lot of drunk people down there doing crazy shit. But if you go look at my old
vehicle stalled on the tracks, 41st place
my
in
old
Long Beach, 41st
past
place
videos,
in Long
there's only
Beach,
like 20 or 30 of the actual ones where it's like LA Captain, it's a playlist, LA Captain's live
Units
remote.
responding to the shooting for 1283. The suspect is in the apartment buildings on 66th
Or maybe it's
place in
scanner
Vermont.
incidents. There was a murder suspect.
X66, can you show me responding from Gage and Broadway?
Suspect there now, 189 the Grove Drive at Nordstrom. Suspect is a male adult shoplifter in custody.
murder
Code
suspect
3863 RD 724.
Crashed his car, or was with a driver who crashed into a Suburban, which is like a big SUV.
7821 by Frank George Jones.
A Yukon.
carjacked
638 Wall Street in Unit 46 on the 3rd floor.
Carjacked the guy with the Suburban.
Black t-shirt, black pants, was swinging a wooden stick
I
at a
think
neighbor
with
walked
the
back
gun.
into his unit. Code
The guy with the Suburban, the victim, fell out and got tangled up in the seatbelt.
1313
and they dragged him
41st place
2 miles.
Beach Code 3 incident 3860 RD 1347.
So the victim of the carjacked car of a guy who was already wanted for murder is now a murder victim also. They finally got the car. They rolled the Suburban. He finally gave up without shots fired. But it was gruesome listening to the call out. The helicopter and the units are screaming at the helicopter. You gotta get this guy stopped somehow. We have to get him stopped. He's dragging this body 2 miles. They dragged the guy's body.
For Middle Eastern, 60 years, wearing a blue jacket, blue jeans, brown sandals. Suspect is on the PR's property, sitting on the porch, refusing to leave. Code 2 incident 3871 RD
At the swap briefing afterwards, which I have a recording of too,
Code
you can
2
find.
3835 RD 1162.
He talks about it. He says, okay, so now we have a murder suspect, 187 suspect, and we were chasing him, and now this happened with the carjack, and now we have a second murder case. So he's now wanted for 2 homicides.
3859.
Yeah, they actually did get him.
And then Menlo, the unit has a possible detained for the blue backpack.
Continuing 7 unit X-ray Henry 6202 with 2 occupants.
But listening to that live, and there was no helicopter footage from the news choppers because
Wearing a gray sweater.
Hold on a second. Drop it here.
Roger, suspect does not have a blue backpack. WDC restraining order violation 19531 on Aldi Street, apartment 39. Code 2, incident 3814 RD 1701.
Listening to that live was gruesome, but well, I mean, there's so many charges. 211 GTA.
86 has a suspect 99 cents star.
You know, homicide 187. I don't know if you would do first degree on the carjacking because that was kind of spur of the moment. The first murder, which he was wanted for, I think he was being followed and then a pursuit started. So I don't know if that was first degree or not. But it was absolutely crazy. And so 2 things again. The units on the ground are saying, airship supervisor, somebody do something, stop this car. Whatever you have to do, stop this car. He's dragging the victim. I mean, they're talking like ram the car, spike strips, T-bone it, do whatever. Nobody did. He finally made a turn down a dead end and flipped the car over and a standoff for an hour with SWAT, and he finally came out. The second thing was, I think it was the vice president or President Biden, but I think it was Vice President Harris was in town, and so they had a TFR, a temporary flight restriction, which meant the news choppers were grounded and they couldn't get up there, so there was no news footage from above. Thank goodness, that would have been gruesome. But we had full coverage following, tracking the LAPD airship on air tracking.
Avalon in 52nd place.
Crazy stuff. Southwest Division.
19531 on Aldi Street, apartment 39, code 2. Incident 3814 RD 1701. Demonstrate unit Andrew identified before going on to the division.
Go 2 incident 3839 and RD 1832.
Once again, it's your captain speaking from the cockpit. Thank you for flying, LA Captain, tonight. Just an update.
For 3 cars.
Doing okay. Haven't lost too much money. Just messing around.
Another 3 hours for
Alright, possible
dinner.
44 suspects, Sunset and Base.
And then
3835 and RD
I'm gonna go play some
1162.
more. And okay, so finish speech. Your captain speaking from the cockpit.
And now 90,
Thank you
no
so much for
calls
flying with
pending.
us tonight. It's getting late, really late for you, Neelys. So I'm not sure if you're still going somewhere, but wherever your final destination is, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Again, we know you have a lot of streamers to choose from, and we're just grateful you chose LA Captain. Back to regular programming. We'll have all the regular streams up live. And that's it. Thanks again, once again, from the cockpit. This is your captain signing off.
2190, 2869.
5 RD251.
Are you sure, sir?
Code 6 on domestic on Manchester.
On code 3. From Vermont to the possible shooting on 62 place.
I'll show you code 6.
Manchester.